After persistent requests from many of you, I have meticulously curated 3 compelling narratives centered on school lockdowns. It was an unremarkable Friday afternoon in calculus class, the 7th period signaling the imminent arrival of spring break. The classroom buzzed with restless anticipation as no exams loomed over us, unlike many of our peers in other classes. Seizing the moment, our congenial teacher decided to engage us in a light-hearted activity, navigating to Sporkle, calm for an interactive game session. As we immersed ourselves in a brand logo quiz, a moment of levity was shattered when my friend correctly identified the Adidas logo. At that precise instant, the dean's voice erupted over the intercom, his tone laden with urgency, declaring a lockdown and emphasizing it was no drill. A chill coursed through me, raising goosebumps as our typically composed teacher mirrored the dean's alarm, swiftly moving to extinguish the lights and guide us to the room's rear corner. Huddled in silence for approximately 2 minutes, the atmosphere grew heavier when the familiar hum of the room's electrical panel abruptly ceased, indicating a complete power shutdown. Our exchanged glances betrayed a shared realization of the gravity of the situation. Minutes later, a man's frenzied screams echoed through the hallway, escalating our fear. 2 classmates began to weep, amplifying our collective dread as the shouting drew nearer. The man's voice, unhinged and menacing, accompanied violent banging on the lockers as he bellowed threats of violence. My pulse quickened with genuine fear for our safety. Our teacher urged silence, and we observed one another's reactions in tense anticipation. The clamor shifted to our classroom door, intensifying when a classmate's scream provoked even fiercer pounding and demands to open the door. 2 girls were now openly sobbing, and the ordeal seemed interminable. Eventually, the man's tirade faded down the hallway, his deranged cries growing distant. After what felt like an eternity but was likely 10 minutes, the dean's voice returned, providing a rare explanation. A disturbed individual had assaulted a front desk staff member, forcing her to flee. With no surveillance or robust security measures in place, the school was vulnerable. After a thorough sweep confirmed the intruder's absence, classes resumed with locked doors and strict instructions to keep students inside. The most unsettling revelation came later. A janitor discovered the man asleep in a storage closet, a .44 Magnum protruding from his pocket. Whether startled by the janitor or otherwise, the intruder vanished before police arrived. To this day, my classmates and I remain uncertain of his fate, though I hope he has received the mental health support he desperately needs. My school operates 2 lunch periods, the first for 6th graders and some 7th graders, the second for the remaining 7th graders and all 8th graders. On an overcast, rainy October day, during the first lunch period, 4 resounding booms disrupted the cafeteria. Initially mistaking them for thunder, I was startled when the entire lunch crowd erupted in screams. Campus security swiftly intervened, directing us to the multi-purpose room and ordering those in line to discard their meals. Inside the expansive multi-purpose room, its glass wall hastily shrouded by curtains, we gathered with adults stationed at every exit. My friend Eric, driven by curiosity, inquired about the commotion. He returned with alarming news. A mentally unstable individual, barricaded in a nearby house, was threatening suicide and violence against police if evicted. Worse, he was a registered sex offender observed loitering near the school, watching students unsettlingly. Confined for an hour spanning 2 class periods, we were eventually escorted back to our classrooms. Later, my friend Brandy revealed a chilling detail. The previous Halloween, she had seen this man at his window, carving his arm and scrawling a bloody warning, "Don't come here or I'll kill you." Initially dismissed as a holiday stunt, the incident now underscored his severe mental instability, leaving us grateful he never breached the school. At 22, newly graduated and employed as a computer intern in my former high school's basement, I enjoyed a surprisingly comfortable office equipped with modern amenities, a stark contrast to the school's outdated facilities. My position, secured through the support of three cherished former teachers, was fulfilling until a disturbing incident weeks ago. Alone during my lunch break, I received a call from the front office announcing a lockdown due to a potentially armed intruder. With no lockable door in our office, I could only dim the lights and silence my computer. Texting my colleagues, Dave and Gary, yielded no response. For 20 minutes I sat in darkness, playing phone games to quell my anxiety, unable to hear the chaos above. The basement door's creak jolted me upright, followed by rapid footsteps approaching. Frozen with fear, I hid beneath my desk as someone entered the office without illuminating it. Silence enveloped the room until my phone's notification chime shattered it, spiking my terror. Footsteps advanced, and in a moment of desperation, I emerged, pleading for my life. A man in a red plaid shirt and cap reassured me he was hiding too, asking about exits. Before I could press further, a text from Dave revealed the horrifying truth. An armed man in a red shirt had shot our teacher, Mr. Buckley. Realizing the man's identity as I met his gaze, I bolted upstairs, a gunshot ringing out behind me, narrowly missing as it struck metal. Police apprehended the intruder at the basement exit. Thankfully, Mr. Buckley survived, though the motive, some unresolved grievance, remains undisclosed. The sound of that gunshot lingers in my memory, a haunting reminder of the fragility of safety.